driving instructor. I teach adults, I teach teens. We're going to go through the whole process of things you need to look for when looking for a good instructor, things you need to be doing when you're on the road, common fit pump, and traps. So the first thing I need you to do when you get in a car, you need to lock the door. If you don't lock the door and have a collision, the door could become ajar, come loose, and it could be thrown out. Next, you need to put on your seatbelt. A lot of young drivers feel, oh, it's not necessary. I'm just going to this door. I'm going to DQ. I'm going to my grandmother's house. I'm going to my friend's house a couple blocks over. You need to make sure you have a seatbelt on because this keeps you securely in the car in a case of a rollover collision, which is the most dangerous. Now let's talk about adjusting our mirrors. We got to look straight ahead. We're going to frame the rear window in the mirror. So when you're driving, your eyes will look up and you'll see everything out of your back window. Now, your side mirrors, there are two of them. We want to adjust the driver's side. We want to look straight ahead and bring the mirror into us. So when I'm driving, you should be able to see I got the Meta Ray-Bans on. They are transition lenses, and I do love them. Thank you, Meta. You got to be able to see. So when you're driving, you want to see a little bit of the side of the car. So, and you have to check your blind spot. When you're making a lane change to the left, you look over your left shoulder. You make a lane change to the right, you look over your right shoulder. I've seen a lot of beginning drivers and young adults cut off a car and fail their road test. Don't be that person. So now our mirrors are adjusted. We have a key. Some cars have a key fob, and the key fob, just pretend this is just a key fob. It's a little remote. You will push a button and it would start the car, or you would have a push to start. Okay, so this one has a key. We put our key into ignition. Hey, how you doing, Grace? Grace, I'm doing pretty good. Tomorrow's graduation for my daughter. So I'll be off work. I got everything set. Reports are done. Analytics are done. So I'm taking a day off. It's all about my daughter. We're going to be taking a lot of pictures. I will post those on the community page. I'm blessed, and she has worked hard. She's 22, and she has really worked hard to reach her goal to do real estate and to be a business major, marketing minor. I have a marketing minor too. And Grace, hopefully you drive. I know you're in California, beautiful area. What is the temperature there? Thank you. That's my girl. She puts in work. If I was a female, I'd be like her. Okay, she's about 5'10". I'm about 6'3". Okay, but she's a very competitive person, and we'll shoot some videos together. I'll link some, and we've done some daddy-daughter stuff too. It's really fun. So, Grace, do you have kids? Do you have a son or a daughter? Temperature, I'm not sure exactly, but it's very nice today. I get it. It's always nice to have people who join along. Grace always comes in. We have Eve from New York. We have a lot of people who really come in. No kids, just fur babies. I have a fur baby too. Her name is Lola. She's a lab. She is about 64, 65 pounds, female lab, about 9 years old. Awesome. Okay, so we started the car. We're going to put it in reverse. I'm looking over my shoulder, and you got to be careful. Parking lots are very dangerous, so you got to look around. Now, this morning, I was really stressed. I left late. A lot of traffic. I'm much more relaxed. So we're going to take you through the process. And if you're stressed or tired, schedule a drive. Hit that like button. Yes, Grace. And thank you, Grace. Much love and appreciation to you. And I look forward to, just having you come on, build a relationship, talk. I want this to be like your comfort zone, Vanessa Williams' comfort zone, and just feeling comfortable. So I'm coming to the edge of the road, and I'm going to look left and right, and then I'm going to flip angles for you. And I look, and I check. And now I'm going to go down, turn the wheel slightly. And we see these guys on the roof. That's a heck of a job. Very dangerous job. Good money, but dangerous. I would not want to do roofing. If I had to for my family, I would. All right. And then we have to watch out for debris and nails too. All right. So you can tell the road is very bumpy. I think we're done with winter, but the freezing and thawing cycle is really hard on asphalt and cement. Grace, I don't know if your area where you live in California, well, you don't have snow. Okay, we have the snow. We have a freezing and thawing cycle, and it gets really, really cold here, and then we have rain, then it gets warm. So my man's still trying to keep his place nice and crispy. I'm gonna pause. And then this is a partially controlled intersection. No snow, thank the Lord. Yeah, my mom always said, hey, I love the Four Seasons. So we pause, we look, and then I'm gonna make a right turn. I'm gonna show you. And I make a right turn and I look where I'm going. Yeah, I didn't get married till my late 30s. You know, I just wasn't ready. It was too immature. You know, I just wasn't ready. So you got to be ready for driving. You got to be ready for a serious relationship. Love will come your way. And it's got to be the right person, okay? A person you think alike. I'm going to roll over this really easy. Little speed bump here. I was looking at my phone. I'm over my data because I stream all the time. So I'm going to come up here and stop. They're going to let me go by. I'm going to pull out. That's nice. It's nice when people are considerate. And I would do the same thing too. What I just did can be very stressful because beginning drivers just don't know what to do. I've had adult drivers like hit the gas and almost hit a car. I've had to turn the wheel. So, you know, you as you watch me more and more, you're going to learn some of the things that I go through, I teach. You'll spot dangers because if you had a channel, I would watch your channel too because it would build community. And that's what this is about. Now, like I said, I'll be off tomorrow, so I'll be able, I don't know if I'm going to go out and video driving in the morning, but I'll be able to edit some videos, put some things together in the stand store and really help. All right, I'm going to go up here. Okay, I don't know what this person is doing. All right, now we're getting on the freeway. So Grace, are your freeways like this? You're in California, I'm in the Midwest. A lot of traffic. And I'm going to pull in behind this Camaro, Z28. And I'm pulling right behind them. That was a pretty smooth merge, about 50. And I'm off the gas. It's nice just to relax, take your time. Don't you dare cut me off. Saw this car. Ready to cut me off. And people will just randomly cut lanes. I've seen some horrible rear-end collisions. We're just taking our time. And if you don't take your time, you're going to crash, you're going to have anxiety. Another thing I suggest to you, just keep space. It's a car length for every 10 miles an hour. So your instructor will be giving you directions and support. That's what they should do. Hey Meta, what is the temperature? It's 52 degrees Fahrenheit. We're at about 45 in a 65. No one is speeding. It's very congested. We're just taking our time, staying chill, staying relaxed. They're from New Jersey. And their driving rules and laws are a little bit more difficult than ours. And I remember many times training adults, and I would just be so tired and exhausted. So another tip I would give you is get your rest. You don't need to be staying up 2, 3, 4 in the morning playing video games. Okay, you're not at platinum. You're not at onyx. Okay, and I'm a gamer too, but sometimes you just gotta get off the computer. Okay, and just you gotta take care of yourself. You don't have to be in your 20s or 30s to take care of yourself. You got to start when you're young. And then, okay, I need 8 hours. Oh, I only got 5. I'm really exhausted. And one reason why I'm not as tired, I try to go to bed at least 11:30, 12 o'clock. That's still too late because I get up at 5:25 or 5:30. And as the year goes on, it takes you longer to get up, get things ready. I had to go down on the computer. I had to do some data analysis. I had to print out a report. Good thing I had gas. And then I had to get breakfast because I have to have breakfast. And then usually in the evening, 8:30 to 10:30, I get very hungry. So I'm not eating enough calories during the day. So it's really bad for my body. They're from Indiana. So we have an out-of-town drive to Indiana to my left, New Jersey in front of me. I'm in the right lane because the white line is to the right. I'm a little fast. You see how I came up in the car really fast. Use the ball of your foot. New Jersey, the Garden State. Indiana, that's a fleet vehicle, so that's an office vehicle. Company, corporate. I think the biggest thing is just take your time in your journey. If you watch my videos in the morning, and you should be, it's back-to-back driving in the morning. It's back-to-back leaving corporate, going to the other job. So there's nothing you can really do. I told you this motor has over 175,000 miles, and I really hit that gas pedal really hard. I'm going to build up cylinder pressure, and I don't want to blow the motor up. Now, I have no choice. I'm stuck in the right lane, so I'm going to have to deal with these cars cutting me off. But I just leave a little room, and I yield for them. I don't have to, but a beautiful white Audi. And then we all work together. We're all working together in the HTS. And then he hits 6 pounds of boost, and now they're out. Okay? They're gone. I'm at 40. They're about 70. Next, I'm looking at the volume of traffic. If I'm going like 70 or 80, I'm going to be right on top of cars. I'm at about 60. I'm gradually feeling the throttle. I'm trying to get good fuel economy. I'm trying to have good speed control. And in heavy traffic like this, whether it's New York, Chicago, Detroit, Michigan, Houston, Texas, Los Angeles, California, like the white car is tailgating that blue car to the left. I'm at 60, rolling good. Just trying to take my time again. I see the truck. I'm determining, are they going to stay straight? Yep, they got a blinker on three blinks. On average, you're going to get about 3 blinks of a flasher or blinker. 2, 3, 4, about 4.5. Now the pace is picking up. We're almost at 70. And then I have this big boy, not in terms of a person, but this big semi truck carrying fuel, and you're going to hear it and see it. I want you to hear it. That noise can be really scary at night. Because I've driven, sorry I'm raising my voice, I've seen semi-trucks go 100 miles an hour because we were driving to Florida because we had a drag racing event, corporate event, and in the middle of the night, when you're on 75 and those trucks are doing 85, 90, 95, I looked at my friend Michael Love. He knows who I am. That's my boy. His name is AKA Sweet Toes. He was our kicker in high school. He looked at me. I looked at him. I said, man, I've never seen trucks go that fast. They were going between 80 and 100 miles an hour. Now, I see all this happening in front of me. I'm just trying to stay chilled. Okay, I'm going to squeeze my brake. I'm just being nice. Just letting them come in, right? Because some people wait till the last second to merge. And that puts pressure on me as an instructor and on you as a beginner. So you got to watch everything around you. And if you watch this closely, you're going to learn so much. I'm gradually picking up again. I could cut in front of the green truck and hit it like at 80, but I'm going to gradually build up boost, build up throttle, and just gradually pick up this old car. Or if I had a new car or an electric vehicle, doesn't matter. Then what I try to do is not tailgate, so I'm always tapping brakes. And that's what beginners do. You're going to be tailgating this black Jeep and keep tapping the brakes. And that's a bad habit. So I try to teach my drivers not to do that. Speed control's pretty good. Gradually picking it up again. And I'm gonna get over one lane left, but that red truck just flew up to the left, kind of startled me. You see the black truck tailgating the Buick up there now. I'm squeezing brakes again. I actually saw the semi-truck's taillights. This is why you have to pay critical attention. Because if not, you're going to hit someone, rearing them. So there's that white Audi that we let out. Now, I've driven to New York. I've driven to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I've driven to Des Moines, Iowa. Driven to Dallas, Texas. Houston, Texas. Those long trips, whew, you know, I try to drive 6 hours at a time, take a break, relax, get out of the car. You do get highway hypnosis. This is like a mid-drive, you know, half an hour, 38 minutes. You know, when you're going over an hour, you have to really deal. There's that big truck coming. Hear him shifting gears. Listen, hear it, shift gears, hear it. See? Yep. Man, that thing is loud. Shifting them gears. And, you know, we'll talk about, you know, how they have fooled you on the manuals and automatics. They basically do the same thing. And then the pace is picking back up. I do have an enhanced license, and I do have a chauffeur's license, so I can drive vehicles up to about 12,000 pounds. After that, you know, we got to get a CDL. I'm just trying to keep space, no hurry, fuel's good, temperature's good. This trucker's going to have to downshift because if not, he's going to hit them cars. Yep. Hit them air brakes. I actually started my career doing automotive and heavy diesel. And my first love is cars and motors and driving. So you do what you love. I love cars, motors, driving, building. I know you've seen those signs, you know, how do you feel? Point to the face, in the middle, stress. I'm optimistic. I've always manifest positivity, and when you're learning how to drive, you always want to be a support system and be a pathway for getting a job, teaching adults and teens that once you get your permit, you're going to get a job. It's about relationships. Because some of my employees, I will not sign off for a raise or a recommendation because they're garbage. They don't want to work hard. They're selfish. I'm keeping good space. About 60 again. About 65. So we go between 65 and about 74 and then back down to 30. Yep. We're on brakes again. About 65. Now we're back down. Squeezing those brakes. We're back down to about 30. 25. See? So once you know the patterns of life is full of patterns. Okay? Shedeur Sanders, patterns. He made mistakes early on, not being humble. I'm speaking truth. His dad may rip my head off. You don't tell the NFL, we're not going to play for this team. We're not going to play for that team. It's over 1 in a million shot. He's the 5th quarterback on Cleveland. It's going to be very difficult for him to make the roster. I want him to make it. And I want to go see him. I will even buy a jersey. Okay, you're going to see me rocking Cleveland's jersey, Shedeur, whether he makes it or not. And we're going to go to a game. I'll video. Okay? So, it's going to be tough, man. You know, he's one of the most recognized persons around the world. His dad has done a really good job of turning Colorado around. Then he turned Jackson State around. Okay? So, the NFL, it's a privilege. I had a chance to try for the Lions and the Chargers, a couple Canadian teams. It's a privilege to even be in a camp and let alone make the roster. And very few guys make that, or at the pro level for ladies basketball, to be a professional athlete, period. So I'm moving quickly through this truck's blind spot. There are 4. Left side, sorry I had to raise my voice. Now we're slowing down again. It's like we get up to about 65, 68, and then we back down to about 30. So I want Shedeur to make it, but I thought he was just not humble enough. And if I was an owner and I'm investing millions, I'm going to lean on my scouting department. I'm going to lean on the owner. Do we really want to invest millions in a guy like this? What do you mean a guy like this? Who is not humble, who's not thankful, who's not appreciative? Okay? So time will tell, and this will be an ongoing story. I'm lifting my foot off the gas. I'm at 50 now. See that car cut over? That's how accidents happen. Don't do dumb stuff like that. Let's keep space, stay smooth. And you're going to decide, that was okay. Why are you saying that? Because I speak truth. And I'm chilled here. This semi-trucker is from Tennessee, a long way away. Yep, the gray truck, the Maverick is tailgating. And then I got to squeeze because I'm losing my following distance. Just going to take my time. Yep, just being patient. The next thing I think is just being patient. I'm always going to speak truth to all of you. It's okay out here. I'm not having the best fun because I'm in rush hour traffic. It's stop and go. It's a little irritating. I'm not tired. I got the AC on. Our fuel is good. I'm chilling. But it is stop and go, and it does make you tired. a little bit, but I'm trying to drive smooth, not hit the brakes, not cut off cars. I'm not trying to kill everyone and get home. I'm not trying to kill myself. I'm just trying to really be smooth and chilled. And I think if you see some of these driving videos, you're going to say, you know what? There's a lot of traffic. I'm glad I'm not driving, but I want to see you drive. And I've been a drive, being 8 hours from home, 10 hours from home, you do get homesick. Or I've been down to Indiana to my engine builder's place and spending $6,000, $10,000, $14,000 to get my motor freshened up. And you're probably saying, where do you get this money from? I work. And then that's my hobby. It's very expensive. Some of you do photography. You want a nice camera. A camera lens can cost $3,000 or more. Some of your gamers, the 5080, 5090, if we can find them because of the Donald Trump tariffs. I went to Micro Center, they were gone. But whatever you're passionate, I'm passionate about driving. I'm passionate about cars. I'm passionate about helping people learn how to drive. So, and it's a great opportunity. As long as I enjoy it and I'm in good health, I'm going to do it. If I'm tired of it, I'll do something else. The social media is really growing right now. The channel currently has about 731,000 views. See, getting ready to come over there. Impatient. That Maverick is an erratic lane changer. So what do you do with an aggressive driver like that? Just stay chill, stay smooth. He or she's going to cut over to the left. They're not going to go to the right because traffic is merging on. We're at 40 again. Yep, here he goes. You'll see him. So this is an erratic lane changer. The person in that Maverick to the left. You have to recognize drivers like that because they will set you up for failure. They're going to speed, not brake properly, cut over, and then there's the white twin turbo Audi. And I used to try to keep up with everyone, going crazy fast. You're just going to increase your chances of having an accident. We're back up to 60 again. And I know every state's different, every highway is different, every highway transportation system is different. If I was tired, I might even be in the right lane going slower. If I was really upset, I might be in the middle lane going faster. Go, hey, E, how are you? How are you doing? We're just dealing with heavy traffic. We were talking about New Jersey and New York and personal responsibility, and you always see me driving this heavy traffic. I do have a life too, but tomorrow, I will be off. It's my daughter's graduation, so I took off work. I did my reports, did my data analytics, so I'm good. How was your day, E? And what is the temperature in New York? I'm keeping my space. Oh, that was a little scary. I got distracted for a second. I saw those brake lights a millisecond too late. And I'm keeping my space cushion. I know, isn't that word funny? Space cushion. But teaching driver's ed has made me a better driver. It's made me a smarter driver and being more defensive. I'm not late, but traffic has increased my drive time by about 25 minutes. So E, what is the temperature there in New York? Hey Meta, what's the temperature right now? It is 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Meta, what is the wind? It's the east light breeze at 7 miles per hour. So with these Meta AI classes, it's like having an AI assistant, but now they've did an update and they can be on anytime. They're listening to my conversation. They know how old I am. They know my patterns and trends. So I think for me as a content creator and anyone who takes pictures on social media, I definitely recommend these Meta Ray-Bans. I have them on. These are the transitions. One of the best investments I ever made. Like, it was a good investment. And I would get a second pair because they're clumsy and I'll break them. But these glasses are incredible and they have a lot of updates. I am signed up for the early access program. So if you're a content creator, like E, if you're doing hair, you can have these glasses on, take pictures of your client's hair, post it on your Instagram, post it on your Facebook, post it on all your social medias. Hey, here's a client, here's a before and after. And then you can throw some music in. You can also listen to Spotify. So I use it for video. I use it for AI, like AI assistant. And I'm trying to just take my time. Okay, I'm gonna get off of this exit. And this is a clover leaf. So the Meta Ray-Bans are a good investment, and I would do it again. I definitely can recommend that. And I'm not really an eyeglass wearer, but I put them on anytime I go out, just to catch those special moments, a sunset, a sunrise, a bird, cars, and then it posts directly to my Instagram story. So, and I can also go live on my glasses on Instagram or Facebook too. Good. I'm lifting my foot. And you know, whenever you pass fast food places, you get that craving, you get hungry. I'm gonna squeeze my brake and use the ball of my foot. No, I told you guys, I think it's 3 years ago, I went to Vid Summit in California. I met Mr. Beast. So he said, hey, keep working on your thumbnails. He actually said they suck. So I'm not even gonna lie. He said they suck, but that was 3 years ago. So I have Canva. And if you're a creative, Canva is, I have Pro Canva. So we're doing some things with investments and looking up some stock prices. So, but I use Canva and ChatGTP and also DeepSeek. Those are some other AI platforms that just give you good ideation. See, I'm confusing this driver. Saw how they came out? I had my blinker on a little too early. And then I'm gonna go slow in the first lane. Always turn in the first lane. I know I sound like a robot, right? And of course, all these construction barrels, you're probably saying, wherever you go, there's construction. Yeah. It's about 1 million miles. It's a cost $1 million per mile for construction, to take the road up, to take everything away, to bring materials in, to get cement truck, asphalt. Yeah, well, I told you my daughter took my camera. We found a battery, and thank you. We found a battery, so I charged it up last night. I said, here's the camera, you know, delete what's on the memory card, because I bought it used, and, you know, people are doing crazy things. That's all I'm gonna say, because this is a family oriented. But on the memory card, there were some crazy pictures of some guy holding a bunch of stacks of money and other crazy things. So I told her delete the memory card, because when I go live in the basement, I go through the camera, so I'm gonna have to use a laptop today. You always have a plan A, B, or C. Remember I told you guys that? Have a plan A, B, or C. And I had to put a strap on the camera too. You know, my son, he's gonna be taking pictures of his sister, my daughter said, I don't want to be nervous. I just want to be comfortable. I'm like, okay. Now this car, blue smoke is coming out. Okay, you see that blue smoke? Bro, the motor's about to blow. There's something going on with the rings. It smells terrible. You see that? The oil is going past the rings. Oh, it smells bad. So you got to be able to know these things, and kind of watching these videos you'll learn. My other car's in the garage. I got a Gen 1 Camaro, but I'm not even going to mess with that because I don't have the money right now. And if I take it off the trailer and put it in the garage, I'm going to start spending money I don't want to spend. So we're just trying to tighten up on bills right now. It's a budget. Okay, this turn is really short, and it's a royal purple. It's a Texas car, very little rust, mini tubbed, small tire car. It's an NA, naturally aspirated. I might take it down to my engine builder, BES. Shout out to Tony Bischoff. He did a Hemi combination for me that put 600 down, street motor, 11.9 to 1, and then that's without the nitrous. So we may make this combination a grudge car. I'm gonna pause. So we'll figure it out. Because I always love a power adder. That's nitrous turbo supercharger. But the car's in the garage, and I'll have to, I think I have some videos, some pictures. I'll have to post some on the community page. I just want you guys to know what's going on. So I got to make a right turn here. We're back into a neighborhood. Got little kids. We got school buses. You know, the innocence is gone. You got Ring doorbells, security cameras. You know, 4 years ago, you could do whatever, but everyone has security cameras now. So if you're one of those people who are just loud and crazy and doing dumb stuff, you're going to end up being arrested. So I'm going to go through this neighborhood, and this is where we would start. We would go through making right turns, left turns, have a good speed control. Grace, or E, is your neighborhood similar to this? I know it's a slight delay, but also this is trash day, so you could see trash cans, you could see garbage out in the middle of the street. And then I'm going to make a turn here. I know you see the little dog there, and I'm being really careful. Yep, you should see that little dog there. It's really cute. I'm going to go in slow. And this is a good place to kind of do a cool down, making right turns and left turns. You'll see some nice houses too here. You'll see some horrible houses. So we got to have a stop, complete stop, pause. I see a food truck down there. I'm just going to go down and take a look. I'm going to make a right turn. I'm driving with my stomach. But that's what happens in the evening and late afternoon. You get hungry. Yeah. Probably a lot of food trucks in your area too. Very popular. I don't know what they're doing. I'm just looking and going around. All right, get that food truck. I've stopped before. Those food trucks are really good. Like if you like a food truck, give it a thumbs up. Right? See it made right in front of you. Now that gray vehicle, that is all electric. The Silverado E. We have a lot of engineers in this area too. They bring home those experimental vehicles. I thought my garage was bad. I just got a few boxes and a mattress. You're gonna see one garage. Oh my God. And I'm not judging. I'm going slow. This is a cul-de-sac. Grace or E, do you have cul-de-sacs like this? And then you'll see the hoarder to the right. Wow. I don't want to be like that. I've seen those programs before, and you're like, oh my God. I don't want to be like that. And I'm going around. This is a really fun route because it's really smooth, easy. There's some tight turns. I made a lot of videos here before teaching adults how to drive. We got to make a right turn. And you want to go in slow and just squeeze the brakes. If you cut too short, you're going to hit the rocks. Nice. And this is a partially controlled intersection. And then I'm going to make a right turn. See the pedestrians to the left. And I'm going to get toward the middle. That's a Mach-E electric Mustang. So neighborhoods, you have kids, you have partially controlled intersections. We're just going to take our time. And you have to use good options. Like, I'm going to make a left here, and I'll let this vehicle go by first. And then I'm going to make my left turn. And let's go in slow. It's a Rottweiler, big dog. My cousin had one of those, but unfortunately, someone stole it as a puppy. And my cousin and her mom, they are into real estate too. So we talk about generational wealth. You're getting it all. We talk about generational wealth. My cousin had like properties early on when I was in my late teens and early 20s, man. I was going to my cousin's house. She had her house. I'm like, dang, girl, yeah. I'm like, okay. So we're just taking our time, staying middle right. Definitely kind of peaceful drive, but I'm looking left, middle, and right. And then we have to stop and make a left turn. So you can kind of tell by my voice, you know, the intensity and environment. I gotta pause. And then I have a lot of videos here in the winter time too. It's crazy. I'm going to go up and look. I'm going to show you what you're supposed to do. I'm looking left and right. Like if you really want to be a driver, this is what you have to do. If you want to be average, you'll just look and almost get hit. Hopefully you enjoyed this, guys. Leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you want me to put together. I promise I'm going to update more of the Stand Store products. And then you're going to be able to order some things or sign up for a coaching session with me. I want to say thank you. I will see you later. Bye.